in real life. Sometimes I forget how quick it is. Yes, I will update Discord, which I constantly forget to do. This isn't even Discord. Go over art, go over. Oh, okay. Let me go to the live room. I feel like it's so cold in here today, like more than normal. So, Arli, how's the weather with you?
It actually rained yesterday, and it was great. It's cooler. We're having a cool down here. It's a whole 85 degrees.
Yeah, that feels definitely cool, I'm sure, for your side of town. It's actually, I think,
right, yeah,
getting up for us. So it's, you know, like now 85 for us is pretty warm. Now I have to be more careful about parking in the sun, because then if I go home and I decide to drive and I touch my steering wheel, it feels like 100 degrees, and I see the temperature gauge in my car and it's like 95, and I'm like, that's impossible. It's like only 70 degrees right now.
Oh no, I'm learning because I own a darker colored car now. It holds heat a lot more than I expected.
Yeah.
So like, it's already like, I have a little, I have a digital thermometer in my car. I'm like, that's great and amazing. And I'm like, this doesn't feel like 95 degrees. It feels like 100 or so. So I'm gonna get those, you know, those things that you put on a car, that the shade things that they put on the shields. Like,
I never know what they're called.
Yeah,
but they're kind of reflective, or like, they'll have a fun pattern.
Yeah, like I think there's reflective ones, and I think there's like fabric ones or something that isn't all shiny, but I mean, I like shiny, so I think I'll go with that. But that's one thing, just learning with like a new car, like, oh, it gets a lot hotter in here than a regular car.
Yep. Yeah, that is definitely something that I learned. Oh, you already know what time it is.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the chat. It's good to hear from all of you on this wonderful Thursday. Yeah, it feels like it's been quite a week. We always have a lot of meetings, and that's okay. We still have meetings, like forever. Existing items. But yeah, I guess some really quick updates that we will reiterate next week is that Pop Square will be making a few changes to their show. I think Pop Square starts next week for their changes, right? So if you are following Pop Square and everything Buell does and their team, they'll probably have a quick update for you that you could either see on the bulletin board, or they'll update you guys with a video or staff alert. I'm not exactly sure how they were going to update you, but they'll be actually having more videos starting next week, which is really exciting. And hopefully for the future, Arli will get to be on even more videos for you guys.
Yes.
And you can all watch her talk about K-pop and gush over it. Is there anything happening in the K-pop world, Arli? I don't actually follow K-pop too strongly.
When isn't there things happening in the K-pop world? I myself this morning, Day 6 just came out with their teaser video for their album that's coming out this week, and I was like, oh my heart, because it's so good. I kind of got if you've listened to it, like I kind of get some Fall Out Boy vibes. Like from that type of jam. So I'm like literally wishing, like, dear, I really hope like Pete Wentz or Patrick Stump like sees Day 6, and a Day 6 Fall Out Boy collab would be amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, but that's always good to hear that you guys are always super into the K-pop world. I definitely had my time to shine in my whole phase. I would like to think it was back in like 2009 when it was like still Big Bang was everyone's world. But that's still so much fun. They're like really making it big back in America. Seeing nothing going to Russia once they show themselves. And then I guess some other, temporary changes is next week I will be out and I'll be volunteering for this camp for high schoolers and teaching them how to be leaders. So we will not be having any shows next week for podcast itself. So that way also Arli and our very own Pseudonym can focus on work while I'm away, but not really away because I will still be working. So you'll still see me on Gaia and stuff, but next week will just be a small break from our podcast itself. So I would say just be on the lookout for other things that will be on its way for, I guess, by the time we come back, it'll be July. So we'll have a little bit more to talk about with July. We'll be closer to the summer event. We can go over some of the community pick winners and stuff like that. So I'm excited to have my mini break, but not so much break, but also excited to eventually come back and be at Gaia and in the office and away from the heat, because every year I go to camp, I either get a really bad tan or a really bad sunburn, because you have to wear we have very specific things we have to wear as staff, and I always get a very bad t-shirt tan, or very specifically a wristband tan, because you have to wear a wristband the entire week. Yeah. Arli, have you ever had any really bad tans? I have a currently really bad sandal tan.
Oh no. I get a tan because I drive my mom every day. So I do have one arm that is always perpetually darker than the other arm. And so especially when I go out for swimming or something and I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh no, this is not good. But I live in the middle of the Midwest, so a lot of farmer tans, those are a real thing, okay? T-shirt and shorts, because I don't like mosquito bites.
Oh, God,
so I try to cover myself, but I get a lot of t-shirt tans.
Yeah, I do too. I think it's one of those things that just happens because we decide to go outside and the sun decides to exist. So no matter what, you're gonna get a bad sunburn or a bad tan.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. I will stay away from the mosquitoes and I will wear bug spray. Thank you, Firefang. I attract mosquitoes. I wish I didn't. It's really bad. Especially where I'm heading to, they're just notorious for just being there. And I thought I was going to be able to escape mosquitoes when I was going to live in San Francisco, because it was going to be, nice and foggy. The weather is going to be all wrong, but I made that mistake of leaving my windows open and living next to a park. So there were still mosquitoes, unfortunately. And I just couldn't figure out why or how it was happening until I think my neighbors told me. NorCal hasn't. Yeah, we have mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are everywhere. So basically, if you go outside, there are mosquitoes. I am also very happy with the sun's existence. So Arli, is there anything you could tell us about the upcoming community picks?
So yeah, the upcoming community picks, I'm actually, I wanted to get the post out earlier today, but for those of us who've been on the website, you might have noticed, going to your post history or searching things, that was not working. It's working right now. So later on tonight, I'm going to get the contest thread up, but if you're a fan of punks and punk fashion and all that jazz, that's going to be the theme for our upcoming community picks. So I will have that post out by later on this evening.
I know quite a few users who would be interested in punk themes. But I'm excited because this is definitely a little bit different, and we definitely have a lot of really good items within these themes. So
Right, yeah. The cool thing with community picks is that I feel like the themes, at least that are selected, they're a little bit different. We try to choose different themes based on the other stuff that comes out during the month. Or sometimes the themes will kind of sort of be the same, or not the same, but kind of sort of go with what's going on Gaia. So it's really cool to see the different themes.
Yeah, I like
that come out.
Yeah, I really like the like different types of bundles we see people make. Like some people definitely make bundles very specific to the theme, right? They're like looking
Right.
up very specific keywords that will match it, but then you definitely get a mix of users that are it's like it's not just items, but then they're looking for like paw items that match and like kindred stuff and everything to make like a more like cohesive, well-rounded like variety pack, right? And then you have some
Right.
users who like it's like, okay, if I decided to dress this way, how would like it catered to me specifically. Like if I was to make a punk bundle, it would definitely be on the cute side of things and it'd have lots of cute colors. Maybe it wouldn't be exactly like the most punky things, but it would be, you know, like how I would define to be punky.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I get blown away from like especially the users who do the bundles where it's like they put all the items together and it's like, okay, well this is like the avatar and here's the items that go with it. I mean, I feel like I say it nearly every stream, but I'm always blown away by our users' creativity, no matter if it's avatar art, or, you know, like avatars or making art of their avatars or whatever contest. I feel like I learn something every day that I wouldn't have ever thought about doing with Gaia in general.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of that, someone actually asked, I think it was Little Bunnies, who asked, what's the theme of Lucky Catch? To maybe no surprise or big surprise to you, there is actually never a theme for Lucky Catch. We just get a bunch of artists who work for Gaia, obviously, to create sets, and it's more so up to their interpretation. So we actually have an artist who has been making really loose or more specific interpretations of all the types of sins. So in the last 2 months, we've had sin of greed and sin of envy, but even before that, they've had some of the surgical items that was more so to represent like pride, I think. So it's maybe they have actually like not so much a cohesive set per Lucky Catch, but it's the artist can create like a long series for themselves, especially if they have a very specific style and it's like something that they want to do. So Lucky Catch has never had a theme that ties to specific series, even though sometimes it does feel a little bit more naturey or sometimes it feels a little bit more spooky. That's never actually the intention of Lucky Catch. Speaking of Lucky Catch, we had a Lucky Catch update yesterday. And there was a speculation thread, but we ended up not being able to pull too many drawings because I think most people in the speculation thread this time decided to really like talk out their feelings and talk about what they really were hoping to see. So we did get a few recolors, of course, and a good mix of things, but not too many people did draw. Although I did see someone draw a rectangle with a knife, and I think that was obviously the most exciting thing for me. So,
Absolutely.
mm-hmm. Arlie, did you have any favorites from this Lucky Catch, whether they are shown or not
Um,
shown?
Solimella, the item with the sunflower.
Oh, right.
It's so pretty. I love it. If you've seen my avatar right now on Gaia Online, I am using it. I've taken Crazy Cat Lady to the next level. But I love it. I love body mods like that. And I feel like with a lot of the fairy items that we've gotten, or that we've had recently. I can't wait to like come up with different avatar combinations, and then after that, I really like that Sin Greed. Like I sometimes wear devilish avatars, and I'm pretty excited about being able to use some of these poses, especially the dress pose on Sin Greed. I found out that if you use scissors with it,
Mm-hmm.
it cuts off like the spooky stuff with it. I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is a dress that I can totally use now.
Oh, you know, I actually haven't even tried cutters for the Sin of Greed yet. I immediately went for the hat and the arm pose because you get to hold your little devil tail, and I was like, ooh, that's the one for me. And so then I paired it.
So cute, yeah.
It's not shown on the Pop Square avatar that I have, but on my current avatar, it's like it looks like I'm trying to bite my own tail. Mm-hmm. And so then I guess for me, maybe not so much. I guess I like all the items, but I think what really stood out to me was Levi Ackerman's recolor. It's that blue one in the top right corner. He ended up recoloring that in his very own color scheme, which is called Curious. I believe it's like white, Ivran Blue, and I want to say Vintage. And that's his own color scheme, so it's really exciting to see even more of that. And then in the bottom left corner, it's the Geminis item, and it is the second recolor we've had of the pearlescent color scheme. So it's kind of cool to see that color, because the first time we saw it was on this really cool paw item that came out. It was like a jellyfish item, so it matched it really well. So it's really nice to see it actually, I guess, on a human base, and how it's interpreted on, I would say, fancier clothes. Yeah, so this Lucky Catch is exciting. I'm always a big fan of Lucky Catch. I think to me this is the best bang for your buck, and it has the prettiest things and the prettiest colors and the most poses. So I always heavily gravitate towards Lucky Catch. And of course the items in the middle are so cute. If you and your friend decides to wear the little strings and decide to stand next to each other in towns or on your profile, you guys can link up and your strings will attach, and it's super duper cute. Speaking of Lucky Catch, we had even more items come out, and today we had a doll trunk, and it's called the Luckiest Doll Trunk. And lo and behold, the theme for this doll trunk itself was Lucky Catch. What are the odds that they came out right next to each other? So it's kind of like a best of series of all the best accessories that came out of Lucky Catch to be recolored in this season, summer season, I guess. Hot and cool colors. So I think this time around we have off chrome, monochrome, leonine, goshiki, demon candy, other colors. I can't actually remember. I'm pretty sure amethyst purple is in there, Midori is in there, poppy. We got a lot of colors this doll trunk. And of course it's a bunch of user-made items too, whether it's hairs, eyes, accessories. Have you been able to go through this one yet, Arli?
I played it earlier. I'm really happy with the variety that I feel like this particular doll trunk has for accessories. I love accessories. I love that we have doll trunks specifically to just get accessories as well. Plus, also, I'm really a big fan of the user items in this Gen 2. There's a lot of pretty eyes, and I think there's like an eyelash item.
Yeah, there is.
Eyelashes.
I think I don't remember where the eyelashes came from. I wanted to say it was the Nymph of Water's eyelashes, but I'm honestly not too sure. But I love the eyelashes. I just love eyeshadows and makeup for my avatar, because they do makeup better than I ever could, probably.
Yep. That's a mood for me too. I'm like, I wish I could look as good as my Gaia online character.
Mm-hmm. And Lady Sax does make a good point. And the tier is also a Lucky Catch theme. So these next few days have been Lucky Catch and is Lucky Catch and will be a Lucky Catch.
It wasn't on purpose.
It wasn't on purpose or anything. This definitely, just like all of the items just happened to fall in one place, and all of a sudden it's Lucky Catch. Yeah, it's been a good mix of colors, definitely. I think this season for doll trunks, I think this by far is both my favorite in colors. Maybe it's just because this time around it's really hitting the mark for me in colors, but also in accessories, because it's, more bows, more headbands, and things like that. And definitely it's always exciting to see what users create and gets released, because there was a huge mix of things, even user eyes, user hairs. I think the thing I was looking for were the band-aids that were in there, so I was pretty excited about all the items. So, Arli, do you want to tell us a little bit about the art contest that you were hosting?
Oh, man. So, we finally narrowed down our winners for this art contest, and I have to say, out of, all of the art contests that I've hosted and I have helped with, this one was the hardest one to judge, because there were so many amazing entries. I feel like our entire our panel that was judging too were like, oh no, these are all great and amazing and wonderful. What are we gonna do? So we did get our winners. Let me. Do you have?
We do. We have
an image for that? I'm trying to pull them up.
I don't know if they're going to be in a specific order.
Do you want the traditional?
Okay, that's fine.
Do you want to go through traditional or digital first?
I'm fine. We could do either or.
Okay.
I was going to explain there is a traditional winner, and then there is a grand prize winner, and then there were 10 runner-ups, which was a mix of both traditional and digital.
Let's just go with digital first. Who's this one by? This is by Ringot? Okay, Arli, tell us about this one a little bit.
So this piece was created by user Ringot. They did a magazine themed art piece, and it has, oh my gosh, like it has all the girls on the front of the cover. If you read the magazine as well, it really feels like something that I myself personally could just be like, oh, I really want this magazine, and be able to like go through it. This particular piece was, out of everything that was submitted, that was my personal favorite. So I was surprised to see that it won. But absolutely too, because I mean, there's 4 different characters. It's a really creative piece. And I look forward to more. Like, this is, I mean, it's cool to be able to hold these contests, to be able to see ideas such as this. Because then you can think about, okay, well, it would be really cool to write fan fiction based on, like, what is going on. Or if you guys remember the, oh man, there was a contest that Gaia did with, Without a Doubt, whatever Without a Doubt came out. So it kind of gave me feels from that too. So yeah, that's pretty much that one. It's really neat. It's really just like, I feel like everybody though in this contest was really, really talented.
Yeah, I also absolutely loved this piece. It was by far one of my favorites out of all of the 100 favorites that I had. So everyone was amazing. But I think what I really liked about this was the little ears they drew on everyone. And I really, really wish that it's like an item. Yeah. I would love little translucent, glowing neon bunny ears, mouse ears, cat ears, dog ears for my avatar to wear. I think I was like, oh my God, I saw it. And I was like, I can't believe this isn't an item. I want it so badly. Yeah, so this one was really cool. This, I think, was one of our winners, or was the winner?
It was the
digital winner.
Digital grand prize winner.
It was the digital grand prize winner. Okay, let's go to the next one real quick. Oh, and then this one is our traditional winner. Arli, would you tell us a little bit about this one, which is so beautiful?
Yep, this piece was created by Shiva Senpai. This was a mixed media piece in the description. So she used different, it looks like that there was watercolor, pencil, ink. At first, whenever I looked at it myself, I'm like, whoa, is this digital? And it was like, no, it's not. This is all like purely done with different forms of traditional media. So it was just an idol girl based on an avatar. You get to see the sheeps in the background are an item from Gaia Online. I believe it's the Counting for Sheep item.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see just as much detail. That was this, like, a lot of, I guess, like, for me, just as somebody who loves and consumes art, I feel like, at least for me, like, every different medium for art can be amazing, and I feel like this piece right here is a good example for anybody who enters contest for Gaia Online. They don't need to feel like, oh, well, maybe I'm not going to have a good chance at winning because I don't do digital art. That's actually something that I see a lot in our art contest, that like, oh, well, it's just going to be a traditional winner. But look at this. I mean, look at how beautiful and amazing and fantastic this is. So if you put yourself out there, even just a little bit, like, you'll be surprised, because I don't know about you guys, but like, seeing that this user was able to create a piece that is like fully mixed media, that is traditional, like, I'm like, wow, I feel like I could achieve anything if this user can do the same too, right? So yeah, like, that's pretty much all I have on this piece. Okay. it's one of those, I'm like, I wish it was a wallpaper on my phone because it's so pretty, and I'm just amazed. I'm amazed at, like, their shading and everything about it. We have really talented users. I love each and every single one of you.
Then I think we have a few more art pieces to go through before the stream ends. So
Sure.
let's go through them. What else we got? Oh, this one was so cute. I love this one. This specific art style, like, it speaks to me. What was the name of this one? Oh, this is Ren's. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
I was excited. This is Jenny's. It's so good. Yes, I see you in the YouTube chat. It is good. So Arli, what do you think about it? Do you think it's cute?
Oh man, I love this one. It definitely feels like you can tell exactly what's going on. I'd love to see myself personally a continuation on the piece. Just because, like, I believe this is like set like in Durham. Like, that's what I'm picturing, that this is all set in Durham. So I'd love to see like more pieces with the Dark Elves and maybe the Von Helsing sisters. They could all like come out with a punk band, and I'd be totally fine with it.
I love this piece. Please don't be ashamed of it. I see you in the chat. It is so good. It really is. Okay, what we got next? Oh, this one was cute. Arli, I know you have something to say about this one.
Oh man. So I saw this and I immediately had mic drop for BTS.
Stuck in your head for forever. Yep.
Right. So this user explained when submitting this piece that these were based on Gaia Online avatars. And
it's true.
I don't know, stan BTS. That's what I have to say. Like, that's, I was like, oh no, this person must be from ARMY.
I love this one. I think I could even like pick out which items I like actually own myself and have dressed up my avatar with.
Same, yes.
This one was cute. Oh, and then this one was another traditional one.
Oh yeah, this one was so cute. This is again all the girls.
Yeah.
Or a collection of them from Gaia Online, dressed up as idols. I really love the detail on this particular piece, and again, just the shading. It was all done in colored pencil, and like, I'm blown away. Like, I also love like the little animals.
Yeah,
you
they're all dressed as their animals.
Yeah, that makes me think. You know, like, it would be really neat to see like these characters, just like if we ever had like a chance item with them with like their respective pets or whatever.
Coco sneakers, Kiki sneakers, more Gui items, yes. More Momo. I love it all. Oh my gosh, this was one of our office favorites. I think this one was done by Bombay.
Was great.
Yeah.
This one was great. This is, yeah, by Bombay. It's Lancer and the Pussycats. I love it. I was so happy to see it when it was made. Unfortunately for me, because I'm older, I literally had the theme song of Josie and the Pussycats stuck in my head, and I could picture Lancer like playing the drums and everything.
Out of everyone, who do you think would be doing all the singing?
Oh, definitely Jet.
Yeah, hogging the mic.
Absolutely Jet. Jet talks so much.
All the time. Wow, we'll take your world by storm. It took me forever to read that. I love this though. I thought it was so cute. Oh, this one was also one of my personal favorites. I just really like this iteration of the Wing Scouts. I could totally see them as an idol girl group, or just an idol group in general. I loved the colors in this, and it makes me wish that we had more Wing Scout outfits to wear.
I really loved, in particular with this piece, the way that they shaded. I was like, wow, it feels like very soft, just in general, because, you know, there's so many different ways to shade digitally, and this one I was like, wow, this is like really soft, and I don't know, like, I can picture, like, I feel like I'm like you, I can definitely picture them as an idol group, and I need more Wing Scout stuff now.
Yep, Wing Scouts. Oh, this one was so good. I just really like the shading on this one and the way they used the colors. It was so soft.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Who did this one? This was Rainy Days, right? No.
No, by Mafumi.
Mafumi, I'm sorry. This one was just really cute. I feel like I have this as a Gaia outfit too. I know that bow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This one was just so well done. It honestly constantly blows me away how talented all these Gaians are.
Right? So, there are over 50 entries, and this one was so hard to judge, because it was so good. I'm so excited, though, for in the future when we hold even more art contests, like what our users are going to come up with, because I feel like at this point, like it's going to be like even like each time, like I think the game is on, right? Like I feel like everybody's going to be like blowing all the judges away, and then it's going to be like we're slayed, because that's how I feel. I'm like they're so talented and wonderful
all the time.
Yes.
Oh, this is so cute. I feel like I remember looking at this one.
Oh, right. Yeah. This one was really cute, too. It's really nice to see her out of Mechanico, definitely.
Yeah, this is what she does in her free time.
Like, it makes me, like, I love that our pieces, it kind of inspires a thought, like, okay, what sort of backstory is going on?
Yeah.
With these characters at the time.
This is her Hannah Montana
so much
life.
Detail. So crazy.
Shopkeep by day and idle by night.
Yep.
Oh, this one was so cute. This is our little Oniki idol. This is one of...
from Yetta Z. This is one of our traditional entries. It's so cute.
I remember when you saw it, you squealed. You were like, this is so cute. I love the Oniki skin, and I love the fact that she decided to go with it with this character. This is totally Demon Candy and totally up the alley. And then I think we have two more. Oh my god, I didn't even see this one. This one was so good. Who did this one? Star-Lord. Wow, how did I
love this. I definitely thought about Cole as well. It was so cool to see him make a comeback. So maybe, like, even if he's not here with us right now, because of the events of what happened at Christmas, maybe Cole can live on as the punk rocker in our hearts.
I mean, it's not like he was scared away forever. He was just like, thanks for all the gifts. And then he has all these gifts and is now just, traveling the world.
That is true. But I still miss him. He's still in my heart.
I do too. I think we have one more. Okay, this is the last one we're going to be showing today. Our favorite shopkeeps.
Oh, man. I love this one because it feels like it's totally out of the 80s. My favorite part with this is that it gives me David Bowie vibes. Absolutely gives me David Bowie vibes. And the next time Halloween comes around, I'm going to be disappointed if we don't get a reiteration of this.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, oh, this is so cool.
I love to see him as a lion. I think this is definitely a fun approach for Jet. Maybe one day he'll grow big and strong as a little kitten star. So
wait, would that mean if he was a kitten star and he grows up, would that make him a lion star?
That would. He would no longer just be a kitten. He would be a lion star.
Lion star. Character development. Yep. Right there.
Strong. He will be very strong. Okay. Thank you everyone for checking out all of these art contest winners. If you want to see all of the other entries, which are super great, just go ahead and look up the art contest thread to see all the other wonderful entries, because there are way too many for us to fit in this little stream. It was definitely quite the experience to see all of these wonderful pieces. Oh, that's a good one, Constellion. It was definitely wonderful to see all of the art pieces. And even if you weren't able to catch all of the stream, a lot of these people will be featured on the home page for the featured artwork. So you can keep your eyes peeled, hopefully once a day or a few times within next week, about who's going to be featured and what their pieces were. So we're really excited to show you guys that.
Right, yeah. Plus, also be on the lookout. Some of these pieces may also end up on social media, as well on our Facebook and Twitter.
Yeah, because we love showing you guys off. They are so beautiful. So we are a little bit over time, but that is it for our stream today. It's good to talk to all of you guys. It was a lot of fun to see all the artwork. Just a reminder that Arli and I will not be having Popcast next week because we'll both be doing a few other things, but we will see you all in July.
Yep.
Okay, thank you everyone for coming by and chatting with us. It's always good to see you guys.
Yep. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.